I'd rather have a bowl of...
Cocoa Pops.
Hello, and welcome to the Pottervision podcast. The podcast where every 2 weeks, myself, Lucas Kirkby, and another man, Tom Lawrence, and we read a chapter of the Harry Potter book. You know the drill by now. And talk about other stuff as well. This week, we're on episode 165, chapter 30 of book 6, The White Tomb. Now, can you believe it, Tom? We're on the final chapter of the penultimate book.
And it's only taken 3 years to get through this book.
Yeah, something like that, isn't it?
How long's it
18
been?
months, I reckon.
What a piss take.
Hey, but we did it, yeah? And I don't know about you, but I enjoyed this book.
It must be interesting. I'd like to go back and listen to every last chapter episode. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's a good marker of seeing how less enthusiastic we've got each time.
I thought you were going to say that. So, I've prepared a lot of enthusiastic notes for this chapter.
Yippee! Hey! How many pages have you done?
Yeah, a page.
A page, yeah.
That's only because you write it in bloody cursive, big year 4 handwriting.
Hey, in Germany, it's a thing that you get a handwriting license in primary school, where you can only use a biro or a fountain pen. I don't know what, but not a pencil. If you pass your test. Like driving licence, where you can prove that you can write joined up nicely.
Well done, Germany. You truly are the most bureaucratic nation in the world. I have to get a licence to own a pen. How about you kill me where I stand?
Imagine not passing. Oh, got a couple of minors on my test.
I was thinking about this recently, about teachers and stuff, because I wonder if teachers who are retired now, who were teaching, say when ADHD wasn't even a thing, right?
Yeah.
Well, they weren't aware of that, but even dyslexia, So for people who did have learning adjustments or extra needs.
Yeah.
These teachers were just like, you're a fucking idiot. Do you know?
I know, it's horrible, isn't it?
Has anyone...
Do you reckon they feel guilty now?
Yeah, that's the thing. Has anyone caught up with them? Put a microphone to them. Just so you know, that boy who you said was an idiot had dyslexia, and he's found that he's got a physical, a mental thing that he finds it more difficult to put words together. I don't believe in that. Anyway, la 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 la. That's them on a rocking horse.
Just imagine them, they're sat in there under their knitted blanket in the rocking chair. They put telly on. I'm like, oh, Channel 4 documentary, ADHD. Oh shit! I've been bullying vulnerable children all my adult life.
I made a boy face the wall for a whole year. There was a boy in my year 6 class who, I don't know, I was telling, he was called Lewis as well. I was telling this story, maybe on the podcast somewhere, I've always had a naughty friend called Lewis wherever I go. And he was the naughty friend in year 6. And definitely just had ADHD,
Yeah.
Was not trying to be disruptive, just couldn't stop talking. And the teacher, we all sat in a big circle, and the teacher was like, you, Lewis, face the wall. So for all of year 6, he had a desk on his own, facing the wall. Yeah. Everyone else facing we're in a big shoe, horseshoe. And we're like, la, la,
oh, yeah.
Yeah, he faced the wall. Not even a window. Window's too distracting for him.
And do you know what? Nowadays, right, I feel like back in the day, parents had implicit trust in the teachers.
Yeah.
So, nowadays, if a parent found out that their kid was singled out and that only them faced the wall, you'd go in and have a meeting, wouldn't you, with the teacher? You'd complain. But back then, if you came home and went, Mum, I'm the only one who faces the wall and I have to do it all year. I'm like, well, teacher knows best.
Teacher doesn't know
Teacher
best.
knows best.
Teacher's a nit. My year 6 teacher was called Miss Brooks. And for a year, she didn't let any of us do PE. The reasoning being, we were naughty. I went to a high school when I went to high school, I can guarantee that I did not go to in year 6, the class was not naughty. Do you know what I mean? Name some naughty things that kids would have to do for you to cancel PE.
To cancel PE, it'd have to be like, I don't know, throwing things around the room, or
Nope.
I don't know, starting a fight.
No one's done any of that, no.
Pea shooters.
Do you know what we did do?
What?
When she was like, everyone work in silence, sometimes we'd talk.
Yeah. Oof. Right, that's it. No physical exercise for you lot now.
Please, miss.
Oh, thank you, Mrs. Brooks.
And then a girl called Louisa. I've probably told this story before, but it's good to have a refresher. Anyone thinking of not listening to this anymore, it's good to have a refresher. You don't have to listen to them again. I refresh you with the stories. A girl called Louisa, she told her dad, and her dad wrote in, he said it's a complete disgrace that you're not letting them do PE. And then the next day, Miss Brooks went to Louisa. She was like, oh, think that you can get your dad to help you do PE, can you? Well, that's not how it works.
Poor Louisa.
Telling the kid off.
Bloody hell.
Yeah, so I don't think...
That's the world we're living in.
I don't think she feels guilty.
I remember you just, as a kid as well, you're not aware of all these things like, neurodiversity and the fact that people think differently to you and, people that have difficulties and stuff. And at the time you think like, why are they not like me? Or, you separate yourselves from these people. And as an adult you're like, oh yeah, that was just that.
Mm. But
Only I wasn't so ignorant as a child.
even as a child, me watching people's behaviour, I kind of thought, no one can help anything. Do you know what I mean? If you face Lewis against the wall and tell him not to talk, and then he talks, you're like, I don't think he can help it. He can't help but like turn round, and she's like, he's doing this on purpose.
I think anyone would have to turn round. Like the discipline needed to face a wall when all the action is behind you. Behind you are 30 of your mates doing activities, learning stuff, and you have to stare at the wall. I'd have a little look.
And it was also her fault. I told this story before, but here it is again. You've probably forgotten.
Orange juice.
What's this one?
I thought she was the one that told you off for drinking orange juice on a school trip.
No, I've got no recollection of that story. But anyway, so I was writing the Christmas card. Everyone wrote Christmas cards, so I was writing everyone's Christmas cards out, and I wrote the seating plan out first to make sure I didn't miss anyone. And then I wrote everyone's seating card, and I would tick them off the seating plan, and then it was done. But wouldn't you believe there was one table I forgot from the seating plan? Was the table facing the wall because it wasn't part of the horseshoe. And then so I was handing out the Christmas cards the next day, and the process was I handed them out at the end of the day. Once you get your card, you could leave. Then it got to the bottom of the pile, and there was no card for Lewis because the horseshoe system had failed. Yeah. Yeah. And then the boy storms out the class crying because he'd not got a thing. It was me, Miss Brooks, and Lewis, and he storms out. And the teacher looks at me, the bitch that she was, and she goes, "Nice one, lad," like that. And it's like, this is all down to your terrible teaching, you nutter.
You nutter. Bloody hell. That's probably primary school. In high school, if you don't like a teacher, you only have to see him once, like for an hour or two every week. But in primary school, if you don't like your teacher, you're stuck with them all day for Monday to Friday.
I can't get a break from this person. I've spent a year.
Yeah.
It's so funny spending a year with a teacher and them still having. You know when you know that like a teacher or someone has got the wrong impression of you.
Yeah. So that's that for a year.
This woman thinks I'm bad. I'm 6 months into knowing her, and her opinion of me has not changed.
Well, I remember in our school, it was... There was always 2 classes in every year in our primary school.
Mm-hmm. Big school, go on. Mm-hmm.
Big school. And your path was not predetermined, so you never knew which teacher you were going to get the next year.
Mm-hmm.
But you always knew it was one of 2. And often it was like the most important day of the year, finding out whether you're going to have a miserable year with a teacher with a terrible reputation or a fun year with a cool teacher. It's like... I remember us all waiting for our letter. We always used to get a letter which would tell you what class you were going to be going into next year.
Why were they the options? Why with the teacher it's either horrible teacher who you think, why are you in this job?
Yeah.
You seem to hate every child in the class.
Yeah.
You hate every child in the class. You don't want us talking. You don't like listening to us. Teaching's my pride and joy. Is it?
Is it?
Or there'd be a teacher who's like, yeah, have a talk, but we're going to get the work done, and it'll be nice, you know.
Yeah. Lovely. That's all we get. Maybe they decide, like at teaching school, when they're, or university, some people call it. When they're doing their, what do you call it, PGCE. They're like, right, you can take one of 2 courses. You can either take nice teacher course, and then you learn how to be a nice teacher, or you could be nasty teacher.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's up to you. There's no middle ground. You can't mix the modules.
I hope that all the teachers from Our Lady of the Assumption Catholic Primary School burn in the fiery depths of hell.
Our Lady of the Assumption? What the hell does that mean? Our Lady of the Assumption? What's she assuming? Jumping to conclusions is Our Lady. Our Lady of the Assumption. Very good. Mine was just Craigie Down.
Oh, there's no redeeming qualities of any of them.
Any of your teachers that you had?
None. There was a guy, he came after, who took over the year 5 class when I was in year 6. And
yeah,
he was an oddball, man. Maybe he took year 4 over. Yeah. Maybe he's the year 4 teacher. And once he made us watch an assembly, which was just him playing guitar for an hour.
Less of an assembly, more of a gig.
And he brought a electric guitar with different pedals and stuff, and he was just playing us, no singing, just like we're just watching him. No,
I remember about twice a year we'd have an assembly from a team called Beach Mission, and it was basically a group of old religious people who play religious songs. But we used to love it, not because of the music or because of the things we'd learn about the Bible, but one of them was blind and had a guide dog, and we were all just, oh, is the guide dog coming? And we were just all excited about that. And then there was always some kid who was sick, and so they weren't sat in the hall, they were always sat in the corridor, ill, being waiting to be picked up, and they always got a stroke of the dog.
You trying to make yourself sick? Come on. I'll do anything to touch that dog.
Settle down, it's just a dog.
I know you're not meant to feed dog chocolate, but I can't resist. That's funny. I remember a girl being sick on the back of my shoes in class, in a assembly, standing up on it, and then all of a sudden the kid just goes, bleh. What is with kids not registering that they're about to be sick, and then they just start being sick? At one point, you just kick in mentally, and then you're like, excuse me, everyone, I'm about to be sick. And then you walk to the toilet, kneel down, open the lid, wait a moment, and then you are sick. Kids are just like, it's a funny thing that was happening to me yesterday.
But maybe some kids, like, especially during assembly, it was like, you can't go to the toilet in the middle of assembly. Yeah. Once you're in, you're in. It's only 15 minutes. So maybe some kids are a bit scared to put their hand up.
No, well, I mean, I used to wake up when I was a little boy, and I would just be sick in my bed. I mean, and my mum would get annoyed about it. She'd be like, go to the toilet. I'd just wake up and go, because I didn't register what was happening. I was like, I feel weird. And then all of a sudden, blah!
Yeah. Mum, why are you rolling around in it, Tom? Didn't know what to do.
A dirty doggy.
Dirty doggy's done a sickie. So, what have you been up to this week, if that's not too personal a question?
Not a personal question. I've been on tour, you know.
Have you? Doing your comedy?
I've been all about... When did I last see you? Oh, yeah. Okay. So...
March?
I went to Bristol.
Well, that's not a tour. That's just you going to Bristol.
I went to Bristol to do my gig.
Oh, right. Yeah, you went to Bristol.
Bristol. And then I did the gig, and it was nice. Honestly, I think I got too big for my boots. It was like an amazing gig. And I was like, same again tomorrow. Giving the old razzle dazzle to Birmingham the next night. And Birmingham last year was incredible. And then Birmingham, I don't know what happened. I went 10 minutes under. And I saw some people checking their watches. Oh, when's this going to be over? I'm fighting for my life up there.
Oh, that's the worst, isn't it? When somebody starts having a look. Oh.
Must be a good...
This is crawling back.
I did a gig in Edinburgh once, remember my Comedy Freak show? I remember seeing someone's dad with his two kids there, and he was just sat in such a bored position. He was sat bent double, like, so he was like this. He was like...
Yeah.
That's not I'm entertained, is it? When your chin is almost on the seat of your chair.
Body language gives you a lot of information, and if someone's like that looking on the floor, no, don't want to be there.
Then I went.
So you've been to Bristol, that's nice. Birmingham.
Yeah, and then Nottingham, and then back on top. Nottingham was a good one. Hull, another good one. So guys, if you're thinking about coming to see me on tour, it is 3 in 4 hit rate.
That's pretty good. You've got a 75% chance of enjoying yourself. And getting the full hour. Is this a brand new show?
I think you saw the preview of it last year, Buried Alive.
Yeah.
Buried Alive.
This is the polished version after you've done it in Edinburgh.
Did it in Edinburgh. Polished one now. Where am I off to next? Glasgow, Edinburgh, Newcastle, Chorley, York, London, Bristol, Spain, Rotterdam, Belfast, Dublin.
You're doing Spain?
Yeah.
Where are you doing in Spain?
Barcelona.
Bloody hell, Rotterdam as well.
Yeah.
Have you searched for these, or is this some kind of agent expanding your horizons?
John Stansfield has done it all for me.
He's a good egg, isn't he?
Yeah, he's done it all. And I'm looking forward to performing to 9 people in Rotterdam. That'll be fun.
Yeah.
I Hi, everyone.
Very good.
I might as well learn everyone's names at the beginning.
Hello, Mr. Van Winkle.
It was funny.
Mrs. Van Winkle.
I did you like this? I did Hull, right? And you never guess what's there in the bar. I come in the bar 2 hours before doors. I'm like, here we go. And there's this really friendly man there. He's like, you all right? Like this. And I'm like, who's this friendly chap?
Yeah.
And I think he's the owner. And so I start walking towards him, about to like shake his hand. And then a member of staff comes and shakes my hand and takes me a different way. And she goes, oh, you all right? Yeah, we've got everything set up for you. That's John Prescott's son.
Still in mourning, are you, lad? R.I.P.
She's like, he's doing a marathon and he'd come here to say hello. And I'm like, all right then, hello.
Hello, Prescott Jr. Good luck with the marathon.
And there's another funny bit in Nottingham. This lady messaged me beforehand going, I'm going to sit on the front row with my boyfriend. Please will you take the piss out of him? Yeah. And so I went, it will be done. And then so I went on stage and I found them based on her profile picture. And I went, is that your girlfriend? And he goes, yeah. I went, she messaged me earlier asking me to take the piss out of you. And I go, so here it is. I go, you're the most useless piece of shit I've ever seen in my life. And then I was like, I've never done this before, but I think this is the kind of thing that she was after. I was like, look at you, I've never seen such human scum. You are dressed like a probable paedophile. Is that the kind of thing you wanted?
Yeah. Did she love it?
No, we had to stop the gig at that point.
Oh.
No, it was a good laugh.
It was a good bloody laugh. Bloody hell, what a success. What a success.
What have you been up to?
Oh, no Rotterdam, no Spain.
Germany?
Like that. Eh?
Germany?
Oh, yeah, I've been to Germany. I got into a bit of a misunderstanding with my neighbour, who I've never really spoke to.
Up.
You what?
The neighbour upstairs or neighbour somewhere else?
Across the road.
Okay.
I come out to take baby on a walk.
La 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 la, yeah.
And bump into the neighbour. And she goes, oh, look at him, coochie coochie coo. And she goes, oh, isn't he lovelily dressed? Isn't he fantastically dressed? And I was like, I dressed him today. And then she goes, oh, look at this hat. He got like a knitted hat and a knitted blanket. She goes, oh, look at this hat, look at this blanket. Isn't he nicely dressed? And then she says, have you, and she uses the word gestricken. And I don't know this word. But I'm assuming it's some kind of word meaning like, did you dress him today? Right. It's only later that Martina told me that stricken means knitting. And so this woman has asked me if I've knitted the hat and the blanket, right? But I think she's asked me, have I got him dressed? Right. So she goes, have you knitted it / got him dressed? And I went, yeah, I got him dressed. And she goes, no. Like this, thinking, because she thinks I've said I've knitted the hat and the blanket. So she goes, no, you didn't. Like that. And at that point I thought, does she think I'm thick that I can't get him dressed? So I went, I said, I bloody did. I did. She went, oh, like that. I was like, right, whatever. So I tell Martina this story. And Martina goes, well, now she thinks she can knit.
Oh, no.
She goes,
you idiot.
We can't have her thinking that you knit. We're going to have to go round and explain. And I was like, I don't want to go round and explain. What kind of humiliating exercise is that? She goes, come on, it'll be fine. So she takes me round, right? She knocks on the door. I'm stood behind her like a naughty boy like that.
He's been saying he can knit, apparently.
And she explained herself to the neighbour. He's like, oh, he don't understand German very well. He thought he has to be interesting. It's very embarrassing.
What did the neighbour say?
Well, we thought she'd find it funny, but she just kind of said, no, it's all right. It's like, all right.
That was a fun trip, Martina. Thank you for that. Back home now, or any more apologies on the apology tour? Well, what have you been saying? Oh, I told him I can bake novelty cakes. Come here, you.
Oh! What's he been telling you? Yeah, as soon as the door shut, she shouted, and if anyone else has been told that he can do any skills, ask me about it first.
I'll tell you the things he can do. Batman Arkham City, Tomb Raider, the classic editions, 1, 2 and 3. Yeah, you with me? You getting the vibe? Yeah, video games is what he can do. Word searches, puzzles, multiplications. Anything else?
Yeah? So if you want him to do the Riddler's challenge, yeah, he's your man. But knitting, he's bullshitting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that's me really. But I think that's my problem. If I don't understand something, I'll just guess rather than asking. Because I can't be doing with the conversation.
I'll tell you what, I'm sick of people like you. People do this thing, I do it as well, but you're really bad for it, where you can't be asked someone telling you something. You go, yeah. Like if someone says to you, like, do you know the mayor of Wolverhampton? You'd be like, yeah. Because you're like, I don't need it.
Yeah, I don't want to hear it, so it's better to just agree and get the conversation to an end.
Ben Silver's doing my tour support for Hull. I'm on the way there, and I go, you know Jim Gaffigan? And he goes, yeah. And I go, who is it then? And he goes, I know him. I was like, he goes, yeah, you're a comedian. I was like, yeah, lucky guess. That's all I talk about.
Yeah. Lucky guess, they're the only people I know.
I go, what colour's his hair? He goes, brown. I go, he's got white hair. He goes, it used to be brown. I said, it used to be blonde. He's trying to wrap me up. I'm getting bored of a story I've not even told yet. Yeah, all right, let's get rid of this one.
Yeah, what was the story about Jim Gaffigan?
He had a funny joke.
Hey, well done, Jim. Do you mind telling us it, or is it private?
I can't remember which one it was, but it's on about he did this joke that's like people complain too much if they have to do anything on their birthday. Do you know, like people are like, oh yeah, can't believe I have to go to work on my birthday. Can't believe I'm doing laundry on my birthday. Can't believe I'm paying for sex on my birthday.
Yeah.
It's just daft.
It's a bit of a laugh. Good old Jim Gaffigan.
Mm.
And may I say, the white hair probably suits him very well.
Even my favourite joke he ever said is this one, because he's got 6 kids. Yeah.
Yeah.
And someone said to him, what's it like having 6 kids? And he says,
yeah.
Imagine you're drowning. Yeah. And then he says, imagine you're drowning. And then someone hands you a baby.
Yeah. Bloody hell. Yeah.
I'll take that.
Speaking of which, I can hear him screaming. I might just pop down and see if Martina needs any help.
Yeah,
if you don't mind. Ow. Oh, sorry about that.
What bullshit were we going on about?
He needed his dad.
Is he alright?
Yeah, he's alright. Just tired.
Same as me. Same as bloody me.
Yeah. Well, sometimes I think that. I think I need to treat myself the same way that I treat the baby. Because if I'm not feeling in a good mood, I need to be like, why am I not feeling in a good mood? Am I hungry? Am I tired? Have I just shit myself? I need to go through the list and then remedy the problems.
Are you tired? Yes, always tired, because you get about an hour's sleep. Yeah. Am I tired? Yeah.
Yeah. Am I hungry?
Am I tired?
Yeah, always.
I guess I'll go to sleep. You driving, son? I'm driving. I'll wake up.
Shitting yourself, you shouldn't be doing that.
No, you can
You
if
should
you
have
want.
autonomy over your house.
You're only alive once. You might as well.
Yeah, come on. Yeah? Why waste the time going to the toilet? Tom, would you like a rundown of the final chapter of Book 6?
Yeah, all right. Give us that rundown, brother.
It's chapter 30, The White Tomb. It's Dumbledore's funeral and Hogwarts. Yeah, they're pulling up all the stops. Yeah, it is a spectacle. They've got mermaids singing. They've got guests from all around. They've got centaurs, yeah, firing arrows at the coffin. Then there's like this pyro display. Yeah, his coffin bursts into flames. There's like flashes of light and stuff like that. Turns into a white marble tomb. Brilliant. Yeah, Harry's having a great time. He's laughing halfway through it. Anyway, he decides at the end, because he's hunting Voldemort, that means he can't go out with Ginny anymore. Something like that. He tells Ron and Hermione that he's not coming back to school next year. And they say, well, neither are we, because we're going to bunk off with you and look for these Horcruxes. And that was the end of the White Tomb.
Voldemort wants me to dump you. I never said that.
Look, let every blossom bloom. But every minute a crocodile bites an unsuspecting citizen.
Did you see that interview with him recently where he was like, yeah, I pelted eggs at the Beatles when they came here in the 60s. Basically, a friend called me up and he said, do you want to pelt eggs at the Beatles? I said, yeah, all right, why not? And I went and pelted eggs at the Beatles. You know, it was something to do, wasn't it? And then they went and pelted eggs at the Beatles, and they had an interview with the Beatles like the next day or the week after something. And they were like, what do you think about people pelting eggs at you over here? And they were like, well, you know, we'd like to get our hands on them, you know, pelt some eggs back. So it happened.
So it happened. And that man is now a prominent politician in Australia. Can you believe it? Have you seen that video of those two twins in Australia from this week?
That's funny. That they were kind of speaking at the same time.
Scaring me. Well, the first half of the video, it was like one of them was just copying the other one. And then like swapped halfway through the video.
Yeah, but I do that, isn't it? When it's that thing, you know, when someone takes half a second to look for a word and you feel like they're never going to get it, so you say it for them.
Yeah.
Like, I went to the shop the other day. I was at Sainsbury's, Lidl, Asda. No? They're like, Tesco. And you're like, fuck. No, sorry for interrupting, but please continue your story. And I was in the grocery bit, and I was looking to get head of lettuce, lemon. No, give me a second. A lime. That's close.
Yeah. How certain are you with these things that you're guessing? Were you quite sure I was about to say head of lettuce? Think before you speak.
The biggest thing that strikes me in this chapter that I found funny, there's a bit where Harry says, nothing can stand between me and Voldemort any longer. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's funny and it's gutting for Voldemort. Imagine finding out your nemesis is 16. Does anyone else want to be my nemesis?
It's weird, isn't it? He's my ultimate foe. Teenager.
To be fair,
yeah.
Yes, because you walk down the street and a group of teenagers are coming towards you. I go into fight or flight, and I don't flight because it'd be insane to run off. But I genuinely prepare myself whenever teenagers are walking towards me for the worst. Yeah. I think they're about to throw something at me. They're going to make fun of me. They're going to be horrible to me. And you start getting ready for it. You start being like, well, if they do any of that to me, I'm going to go ape shit.
Well, do think about it, like Voldemort and the Death Eaters, they are a bit like teenagers, aren't they? Hanging around in groups, wearing hoodies, meeting up in graveyards. Just like strange, like teenage behaviour, isn't
Torturing animals.
it? Yeah. Doing that to animals.
I think it must come from like a trauma response of like how you remember groups of teenagers as a kid. When you're a kid walking about as a teenager and a group of teenagers were coming towards you, they were definitely going to say something.
Oh yeah, bloody hell.
Because they'll once you're an adult, they're like, I'm not going to say anything to an adult. Like, adults are mad. But with another teenager, they're like, there's one of you, there's four of us, we're going to take the piss.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. Especially if they knew you from school or something like that.
But he's
teenagers.
But he's like, Voldemort doesn't want me to have a girlfriend, so I have to let her go. Well, you can keep her.
Yeah. Not really bothered about that.
Bring her as well.
He's going to kill you to get to me.
If you're taking Ron and Hermione...
You're coming for me. You're trying to find me. Why would I kill her to get to you? You're coming for me. I'm not bothered if you want a snog. I just want to kill you at the end of the year.
Exams are cancelled.
Yippee!
Be weird, wouldn't it? Imagine there'd be two students, the ones who've revised all year, who were like, right, let's do this now. And there's the other ones who haven't done much, and they'd be like, oh, thank God we can postpone them even more. McGonagall, are you going to give us all straight A's? No. Oh.
Do you know what, as well? Like, I feel like this is the third or fourth year that they've cancelled the exams. Like, when they have an Ofsted inspection and they're like, right, can we have your last 5 years of exam figures? And they're like, well, yeah, so only 2 out of the last 5 years we've actually had exams. Because of, one, there was a funeral 1 year. Another year we nearly closed the school but didn't. Right. Still couldn't do the exams then.
Ah, you know. We're thinking of doing some Zoom lessons with them, maybe like that. But like
Zoom lessons. Yeah, you know. Everyone's got an iPad at home, haven't they?
It was funny COVID when they first started. All the jobs started trying to figure it all out. At first at my work, they were like, "Who's got a laptop at home?" And I like, so you could work from your own laptop at home. And then I'd just be like, never had a laptop, don't know what that is.
A lap what?
Right, do you have a desktop? No. Not got anything like that. Have you got a mobile phone? No.
What are you talking to me on then? Fucking liar.
This isn't mine. I share this mobile phone with my dad.
Go on, Mum.
Yeah. It's funny, a few chapters ago, Dumbledore died, didn't it? That's not what's funny. But this starts so jovial, considering that. I don't know if like they were trying to change the tone of it all. Do you know what I mean?
I know, it was like all a bit... They're not taking it seriously. Well, I don't think they've taken Dumbledore's death seriously at all. They left him out for hours on end before somebody gathered up his spread-eagled body. I think, imagine rigor mortis had set in and he probably needed an X-shaped coffin. Like that, can't put him back. They're just taking the piss with him.
Wolverine turns up crying, not understanding what's going on.
One of the X-Men died.
No, it's not Professor Xavier. And even if Professor Xavier had died, we wouldn't bury him in an egg-shaped coffin. Go on, everyone get a limb.
Good.
Everyone get a limb.
Come on, we're legging a wing him into the grave.
Having said that, they do. I was listening to it and I was like, why the fuck is Hagrid still carrying his body around?
I know, get some pallbearer. It looks so shit. Having the fucking BFG carry the corpse of the headmaster under a cloth.
So,
where do you want it?
Also for Hagrid, I don't want to do this. Why am I being made to do this? Like, he's been a father figure for me for the last 50 years. Now I have to carry his dead body around. No son should have to do that for their father. Right, you're strong. Carry dad's dead body about. Surely someone a bit more removed should be involved in the transporting of this cadaver.
And bloody hell, like, I know he's big and strong, but bodies are heavy, aren't they? I had to carry a coffin once at a funeral. And there were 6 of us, and I was still like, Jesus Christ.
Other ones not pulling their weight.
Yeah. Maybe, yeah. What, you think he's like diagonally tilted towards me? Oh!
Possibly.
Could be, couldn't it? I'll have to talk to my uncle, who was directly opposite me. Remember that funeral 15 years ago? Yeah, were you putting your full weight into that? Thought not. That's why you were walking smoothly and I had to shuffle.
I'm going to get you back, Uncle.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
But at the start, it did start off pretty funny, right? Because Fleur de la Cour is going about the wedding or whatever, and she starts going, British people always overcook their meat. It's like, it's funny that we're throwing in these stereotypes. And also, this is not the time for xenophobia against the British, right? Our food receives so much criticism around the world. It is good. Yeah. It's good to have cooked meat, yeah? That means it's properly cooked. There's going to be no
food poisoning.
Food poisoning. I was thinking that because
also, come on, you can take the piss out of the fact that the meat's not seasoned. Yeah, that's fair cop, but let us cook it. They're also on about Bill. Harry's just obsessed with Bill's appearance. It says he looked like Mad-Eye Moody, but with both eyes and legs. It's also like those Mad-Eye Moody's only distinguishing features is that he's got like a peg leg and a funny eye. It's like describing someone as, he's like Hagrid, but small and bald. Nothing like Hagrid then, is it?
He looks more
like Dumbledore, but young and alive.
He looks more like Arthur Weasley, but with, some recent wounds.
It's like Arthur Weasley, but with some recent wounds.
Mm. This book, right? This potion book from the Half-Blood Prince.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I think we've started this chapter so long ago, but why did Snape? Because they're starting off by going, Snape must have known that you had the book in question. Yeah, he knew when I did Septem Semtra. Yeah, okay, he knew that.
Yeah.
But why didn't he take it off me? Because it would have been too embarrassing. Yeah, sure. But why did Snape leave the book there to be found? Like, he's such a precise man. Surely that book would have been in his chambers or in his house in Bradford. Have we already discussed this point or what?
No, if not, but I know what you mean. Because I think they're setting it up as if it's just been left in a cupboard as one of the old versions of the book to use in an emergency. But it's he's been the potions master for 20 years or whatever. He knows that book has got spells in it that could kill people and make them bleed out.
Yeah, exactly.
So maybe it was left there on purpose. I don't know if that's ever explained.
Well, was it left there on purpose for Harry to find? Because if it's helping him with potions, then he's gonna he wants him to pass potions, yeah, but he can't be seen as being easy on Harry because he's the messenger of the Dark Lord. So if Harry was
messenger,
Harry was getting straight A's, it'd look weird on him.
We were getting straight A's.
Back in the dumb days.
Yeah, if Harry was seen to be getting straight A's, it would look a bit suspicious. Yeah, I can see what you mean there, yeah.
Umbridge is at the funeral. The centaurs didn't kill her.
I don't know what they did to her, but they did not kill her.
And she sees
Of that we can be
friends
certain.
and looks cross. You taking me into the woods and beating me to an inch of my life.
You bloody four-legged...
Back for that, you bastard.
You bloody four-legged bastard. I love that, like... No, I don't love this. I don't like that this is the last chapter of the book, can I just say. They're on about theories about Snape, Dumbledore's funeral, all this sort of shit. Last chapter of Harry Potter book is a bit of fun on the train, do you know what I mean? Yeah? We've had the adventure, now we're like throwing popcorn at each other in a train cabin.
Yeah.
So what's all this funeral stuff?
Being picked up by Vernon Dursley. Well, what was the... Did you have a good year? Head teacher murdered by potion teacher. Awkward.
I'm not going home. Not really. Yeah, where's that? Come on. Should be all fun and games at the end of the book. They also mention that, because Harry says it was his first funeral that he's ever been to, Dumbledore's funeral. And it says that Sirius Black didn't have a funeral because there was no body. It's like, you could have still had one. They didn't have a funeral just because his body went off into that curtain.
That is honestly how people treat me. When I was once,
yeah,
I had a Saturday job, and all my sisters went to the pleasure beach. I was Saturday job at Booth's Cafe, and my sisters went to the pleasure beach just without me, and they were like, "Oh, I didn't think you'd want to come," and I was like, "I know I was at work, but I could have called in sick."
Yeah.
Same thing.
What's that got to do with Sirius Black not having a funeral?
Well, people just disregard him, don't they? Like, no point in him, no point in that.
Yeah. No body, no funeral.
You know, I'll tell you one thing. When I'm talking, you're in a group of people and you're trying to say something, I feel like I'm always the one who's going, "What were you trying to say then?" To let people speak. No one ever does that back to me.
No.
Everyone, you've said enough. Yeah, you've said your piece. I've just got here.
Yeah. But you know what? That is God's work, what you're doing, and I think more people should do that. If you notice somebody trying to get into the conversation and other people are talking too much, taking too much of the air, just say, yeah. Sorry, what were you going to say? Yeah. And then, just hope they say something good then. Because if they come out with a xenophobic slur, you're like, oh, God, wish I hadn't picked on you.
And everyone's going to be like, I don't really like the conversation moderator today. He's just making some pretty wild gestures. Get them talking. Oh.
Yeah. Didn't realise you were a bigot.
John Prescott.
John Prescott.
No, that was Gordon Brown. Gordon Brown was the bigot one. That woman's a bigot.
Oh, yeah. John Prescott was he punched the man who threw an egg at him in Wales. They're badly organised at Hogwarts, right? They've arranged Dumbledore's funeral an hour before the Hogwarts Express takes them home. Why are you doing that? All the kids are going to have their bags packed, ready to go. Sorry, do you mind if I leave my suitcase in the vestry?
If you were bloody, what do they call them? the guy doing the service, you'd be like, yeah, everyone bring your suitcases in. We'll have them up on stage with me. Put them on top of the coffin. I don't mind.
But what poor organisation. Why have it on an hour before the train's going to leave? Everyone's going to be like, come on.
Everyone's going to be thinking, hold on, I'm going to get on the train. Will I get a sandwich? Will I get a soup?
Oh, I hope the trolley lady's got extra chocolate frogs. I'm feeling sugary.
Do you know what? I think I will get some Bertie Bott's every flavour beans. After witnessing a death yesterday, I think I deserve it.
Life's too short, isn't it?
Also,
yeah.
Is this the first mention of Grope in this book?
Yeah, I don't think we've seen him since
he
attacked Umbridge either.
He's been kicking about for a year in the forest, right? Yeah. So basically, I feel like in this chapter, the author's J.K. Rowling's gone like this. Oh yeah, I just kind of had Grope and Umbridge and the Centaurs, just like that. That's just a weird loose end. And they all came to the funeral and lived happily ever after.
Well, every bloody side character that's ever been in this book series is mentioned. There's about 2 pages just listing everybody that's there, and it's like, well, and of course in the front row was Madame Puddifoot from Madame Puddifoot's tea shop, and there was Florian Fortescue from the we know that the world is fleshed out and full of characters. We don't need a list of every single one of them that's at the pissing funeral.
You can talk. This fucking funeral was like your 21st birthday party. All the characters there. Hey, look!
Hey!
Lucas, it's this 48-year-old man who works in finance.
That you meet up with every other Tuesday. Hey, thanks for coming, lads. I wonder who'll be at my funeral.
I'd like to think Dumbledore's parents are there being like, who are all these freaks?
Dumbledore's parents? Here they are, the world record holders. 2 ancient Victorians.
Right, Dumbledore's parents are here, and they've hired a speed painter to paint a snooker player for Dumbledore.
And not only did he do that, it was a dart player, but he did it upside down and then turned it round. What more do you want?
Now Dumbledore will sing a Garth Brooks song. No, he's dead, isn't he?
Oh, R.I.P.
Will he sing one of his novelty songs? No, he's dead.
No, he's fine. Fred and George, right, come in. Another couple of guests mentioned, yeah. And it's like, Fred and George walk in wearing black dragon skin. What about you? I don't know if a leather jacket is suitable for a funeral. Oh, here comes Danny Zuko to pay his respects. The rest of the T-birds.
Hey! No, not A. A man is dead. He died a day ago. Spread eagle. Yeah?
Yeah. Look at the shape of that coffee.
Go grease lightning, show Bobby. Go grease lightning. No, no, deep down, deep down. Walking, talking, walking, talking down the
Did she put up a fight? Excuse me? We're lads having a laugh. I don't know why you're asking, did she put up a fight? It was... I don't know what you think went on that summer night. I always find that the weirdest line in that song where the guy just asked, did you sexually assault her?
You're the only one. Everyone else thought that was normal.
Oh, I think it's a bloody horrible line in that song.
What I liked is towards the end of the chapter, Harry says, he's telling Hermione and Ron that he's going to go off alone. And he goes, I've got things to do alone now. Yeah.
Yeah.
I used to say that when Eric Prydz's Call on Me would come on telly.
Was that with the babies?
No, it was the dance class.
Was it rude?
No, but it's just... What time's this up? 59 minutes in. Cut this out.
Oh. Cut this out, mate.
Having to explain something to Nana. Is it rude?
Is it rude? But what a nice ending. I like the ending with Ron, Harry and Hermione. Deciding that they're going to, they started this journey as three of them and they're going to end it with three of them. Finding Voldemort and killing him.
Mm.
And they've got a wedding to go to. That's nice, isn't it? Bill and Fleur.
Mm. Right. How many X-shaped coffins are you going to give this chapter out of 5?
I liked it a bit. Bit of a funeral, bit of talking. He spoke to the Prime Minister again. We didn't mention that. Very middling. I'm going to give it 3 X-shaped coffins. XXX out of 5.
Oh, well, in Roman numerals, that is 30.
You're damn right.
For me, I really liked it. I had a lot of fun listening to it. It's nice to everything be wrapped up and just get all these glimmers of all the people that were there at the funeral, For that reason, I give it 5 X-shaped coffins out of 5. 50.
Lovely.
Right, are you ready for this week's segment I like to call Quiz?
Yeah.
Right. Up quiz girl, you've been quizzing with the up quiz girl. Da, 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 da. Tell her why. I bet her mama never told her why. I'm in love with an up quiz girl. She's my up quiz girl. Alone in the world, it's an up quiz girl. Is my up quiz girl. Quiz. Oh, 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 I'm in love with an up quiz girl. He's going to keep dancing. You're not going to get annoyed.
No, I love it. I was enjoying it.
Question 1. What colour was the carriage?
Pink.
Powder blue.
Oh.
Question 2. Who caressed Harry's face?
Who caressed Harry's face? Ginny, I'm assuming.
The sun. The sun caressed Harry's face.
Oh. I was like, whose son?
Where did Ron and Hermione catch Harry?
After the funeral.
In the shade of a beech tree. Lovely.
Oh.
And finally, question 5. Who is having a wedding?
Bill and Fleur.
Correct!
Hey.
Up quiz girl. You're the up quiz girl. Lovely little up quiz girl.
And now it's time for the nation's favourite segment, bar one. I thought there was someone doing a blow in the nose, but it was a motorbike. It's Hedwig's Droppings. We're not alluding to owl poo, we're not alluding to ploppings. We mean the messages you send in when we allude to Hedwig's Droppings. What's in a beat this week, Cheap Chip? Has that been upsetting people that the pillow was not at the end of the bed? Oh. Anyway, we've had a message from Mason Pickles.
Mason
Which
Pickle.
I hope is a real name. He says, love the pod. I've been recommending it to all my friends. One friend said he couldn't find the podcast anywhere. It turned out he was searching for the Harry Pottervision podcast for some reason. Anyway, love the show. Thank you, Mason Pickles.
The Harry
Maybe we should change it to that. The Harry Pottervision podcast.
I think I'd be a lot prouder to say that that's what I host. I host the Harry McPottervision podcast.
Hey, we've had another message on the website from Working Till I Die.
Oh.
Oh, no, not working. Sorry. Woking. Woking till I die.
Well, you will be working till you
says-
die if they keep pushing pensions back, so bear that in mind.
We don't like to talk about that on the podcast.
Thank you, Keir
Political
Starmer
issues.
and all his pals.
Keir Starmer and all his pals. Woking says, if the Pottervision boys say jump, I say how high. If the Pottervision boys say farts, I say how hard. I would kill for this podcast. I would die for it. But you'd also die for Woking, so I don't know if that says a lot about the, about the podcast.
When someone's claimed they'll die for everything, from a podcast that has roughly 2,000 listeners and a town, I don't know. Maybe they're just that passionate about small things.
Yeah. Exactly. But, don't die for us. Don't die for Woking. Just stay alive.
Just do missions for us.
Yeah, do missions. Email me through my boss saying that you're up for doing missions, and we'll give you your first mission next week. Anyway, we've had a message on the Patreon from Anna Musto, and Anna says, "Hello, hope you're well. I'm currently on an ambulance night shift being uplifted by both, whilst queuing with my sleeping patient. I love your podcast and your questioning of Harry Potter characters and loopholes."
That's funny to think of someone listening to our podcast while watching someone sleep.
Especially someone who's critically ill. Oh, they're waking up. Buzz.
You're not listening to Smut, are you? Sorry, they're doing the sexy phonetic alphabet. It's very funny. You'll never guess what E is.
What was it? Was it elephant buzzard? Lovely. Anyway, Anna asks, so none of the wizards seem to do any actual sport other than Quidditch, which involves zero cardio or muscle building. If you had to come up with a wizarding sport which involved some physical... You all right, Tom?
I was laughing.
All right. If you had to come up with a wizarding sport which involves some physical aspect, what would it be? And she says it can contain magical creatures. So, I'm going to say...
elf shagging or...
What could it...
No,
not shagging a beast.
How are we meant to involve the magical creature? Like goblin shagging then?
No, not shagging. It could be like goblin wrestling. Something like that. You have to wrestle a goblin.
There must have been one person who joined Gringotts and shagged a goblin, mustn't there?
Yeah. Fleur. Didn't she do work experience at Gringotts?
She shagged a bill.
Yeah, but what? You didn't reckon she might have had another relationship with somebody else.
Tip, please. Sorry. What sport do you have?
Thank you, please.
Do you want to, before we go into the sports, that special mission thing, it's got me thinking.
Yeah.
What if we start opening up the special mission to everyone? This week's special mission: be kind to someone. Yeah, and write in and tell us about your kindness. And I don't mean something you were going to do anyway. Yeah, write something down now. I'm going to do X for someone. Nice.
Yeah.
And then do it.
Yeah.
And then write in and tell us about it. What do you think of that?
What a lovely idea. I like that. I think, everybody. We want to get at least 3 emails about this. Write down something nice you're going to do. And like Tom said, not something you normally do. Yeah? It's something, out out of the ordinary.
And
Nice.
it can't be anything like any of the certificates I got when I was in primary school. Congratulations to Tom for completing all set work. How is that an anomaly that I'm getting a certificate for it?
Thank you for doing the bare minimum asked of you. Here's a certificate. Yeah, none of that. We want, Pride of Britain type stuff. Become a carer. And let us know that you've become a carer.
Let's say you've noticed your neighbour's, I don't know, lawn needs mowing. Mow it, then tell us about it.
Yeah. And don't stop at the lawn. Mow the flower beds. Mow the gravel. Have a bit of fun. Yeah,
have a bit of fun.
Good deeds. You've got 2 weeks.
Get your neighbour's mower out and ruin it.
So yeah. Anyway, back to goblin shagging. I think. See, I'm thinking of normal sports that you can make magic. Do you know what I mean? Like you could just play tennis with a bludger. What about that bludger tennis?
Or like water polo with goblins in bikinis.
Water polo with goblins in bikini. That sounds great.
Yeah.
Well, I think dueling's a bit physical, isn't it? Would that be counted as a physical sport? Wizard duels.
I do agree with you about the broomstick thing, but I reckon a lot of people are going to be like, it's like horse riding. It requires immense core strength. You really have to move about on that thing and hold yourself on. So, I don't believe that people get fit riding horses. You are sat on something that is jumping about. You get fit riding horses the same as... You remember those... You ever see those fitness machines from like the 1960s, which is a rubber band that goes round someone and jiggles them?
Yeah.
It's like, I'm getting fit.
Yeah. Does it work? No. It's bloody fun, isn't it?
It's bloody fun. You're the only one who's not being jiggled around, love.
It's bloody fun. Yeah, so thank you very much for your question, Anna Musto.
Hey,
we've got some new babies to welcome, and the first one is a new baby Harry, and his name is Tom Dawson.
Tom Dawson. You are a robot baby. Clank, clank.
Oh.
Clink, clonk. Robot baby. Robot baby. You've been thrown away off the production line because there's something wrong with you. One day, a man with spectacles discovers you by the bins.
Oh. Is this a little... Oh, I believe it's a robot baby.
I've been thrown away because there's something wrong with me.
Oh, well, there can't be anything wrong with you. You're perfect. You're a mechanical marvel.
Do you think so?
Yes, I'll take care of your little robot baby.
Oh, lovely. He takes the robot baby home and makes a little bed for it in a drawer.
Here you go. I've put some... I've cut the corner of my own mattress off and put it in this drawer for you with the corner of my pillow that I've cut off to put your head on, and a corner of my duvet that I've cut off for you to use as a duvet.
Oh, you're spoiling me. You're spoiling me. I must say, I'm hungry.
Oh, what does a robot like you eat? I've only got human food.
I want a corner of your dinner.
Oh, yes, you can have a corner of my dinner, yes. There you go. It's quite easy, really, it being a shepherd's pie.
Mmm.
Do you like it? You're not saying much.
I like it a lot. In fact, I might eat the whole thing.
Hey, but hang on, I'm only a man. I've got to have my food as well.
The baby sups up all the robot baby sups up all of the shepherd's pie. He then decides, Draw bed too small for me. Me want the full-size bed.
Oh, but Jack, I don't feel comfortable sharing my bed with a robot baby.
I didn't say sharing. You get in the drawer.
Oh, no.
The man gets in the drawer, and the baby stands over him. Comfy in there?
No, I can barely get in.
Well,
It's horrible.
time to slam the drawer shut. His knees are trapped in the... prevent it from being closed. Did that hurt?
Yes, you've broken both my kneecaps, robot baby.
Flatten them down.
Okay. What if I resist?
We'll get squashed again.
Oh, all right, I'll do anything you say, robot baby.
Well, do you agree the house is mine now?
Yes, take it all.
There's one thing you never asked.
What?
You never asked what was my defect.
Oh, yes. Well, what was it?
I was given a red antennae instead of a blue one.
Oh, no, like the Nobots in the latest Wallace and Gromit movie.
I'd forgotten about that, but yes.
Oh, shit.
Actually, I don't want to be like them. Do you mind getting out?
Oh, I'd like to get out, thank you.
Right, you get out.
Robot baby.
I'll get back in. Oh,
Okay.
you've wet it.
I was scared, robot baby.
Welcome.
Welcome, Tom Dawson. I've got another baby Harry here, and this one's called Petulant Goose.
Petulant Goose. You drink an elixir that turns you into a cartoon, yeah? You're a goose cartoon. You're all funny, yeah? You're running around, jumping, laughing. You're getting into trouble. A monster comes from space and challenges you to a basketball competition.
Wanna play basketball? A fling?
I politely refuse. Can you tell me about your home planet?
Yes, my home planet of Basketballus is the largest planet in the solar system. My solar system, not yours.
Oh, well, how does it compare to the planets in my solar system?
Bigger, better.
How much bigger?
And more basketball.
How much bigger?
3 or 4 times, something like that.
Than Earth?
Yeah.
So not as big as Jupiter?
No, but you can't play basketball on Jupiter, can you?
No, it rains diamonds. Was it rain on your planet, I must ask? Was it rain on your planet?
Acid.
Acid? That's oof. Is that why you're so bitter? Acid rain?
You cheeky shit. Do you want a game of basketball or not?
Do you ever just wonder what the point is?
Yeah, I'm wondering right now. I've come all the way from planet Basketballus.
Yeah. And I'm trying to have a one-to-one with you. Yeah? Reach out to you.
I'm trying to have a one-on-one with you, basketball.
Cartoon to monster. Yeah? What's this all about? Why are there all these different planets with different beings on them? What's the bigger picture?
It's not... I don't think we need to think about why. I think we all need to just appreciate what we've got and enjoy it. Do you know what I mean?
You're just going through the motions, you are.
Says the cartoon. So you do.
I said I wasn't going to do this today. The cartoon goose gets out a little gun. You ever seen one of these before?
Bloody. Yeah. What's a cartoon gun going to do to me? I'm real.
Bang.
Oh! I didn't expect that to work.
A little flag pops out of the pistol with the words bang written on it.
Oh.
Do you like this?
Oh. You bloody trickster, aren't you? That's made me laugh, actually.
I'm selling these. £5. Do you want one?
All right.
Right. Have you got cash?
No, well, I've not got any currency of Earth, never mind. UK sterling.
Have you got Apple Pay?
Yes.
I'll take Apple Pay then.
Alright.
There's your gun.
Thank you. Goodbye.
And they played a quick game of basketball. Welcome.
Welcome, petulant goose. We've got another baby Harry here, and it's somebody who simply goes by the name Matt.
Matt. Matt. You are a baby. You are a baby in the cinema. Wah! Wah! You're crying. Your mother goes to soothe you.
Oh, come here, little baby. Let me take you in my arms. There you go. Calm down. Shh. Trying to watch the film.
What's happening in the film, Mummy? I can't see your tits in my mouth.
Well, I'm feeding you. I don't like you saying it like that. Well, currently, we think the girl has been taken over by a demon, and she started acting a bit strangely.
What's the movie called, Mama?
It's called The Exorcist.
Oh, yes. Is it the new one or the old one?
Well, it's quite old. She's crawling around the walls now.
Ooh, scary, Mama. Hope that doesn't happen to me or you.
No, it won't, as long as you're good.
Are you saying the girl in The Exorcist was bad, Mama?
Don't know, I've not been concentrating.
Then how can you say that it only happens to bad people?
Oh, I don't know, I'm not concentrating on the film.
A guy leans...
Drink your milk.
The guy leans forward. Excuse me, can you not do that in here?
This is natural, you misogynistic pig.
What, talking during a film?
Oh, sorry, I thought you meant breastfeeding. You're still a misogynist, not letting women speak, you mansplainer.
Excuse me, I'm married to a woman, and she's beautiful.
That's your opinion.
How old's your baby?
3 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
You taking the piss?
No, that was meant to be the baby doing that.
All right.
Is there a Mr. Mummy?
Yes, or Daddy as I like to call him. He's at home doing the ironing. You weren't thinking of that, were you? You thought he was at work.
No, it's Sunday afternoon.
Yeah, well. Could have been a vicar.
Enjoy the rest of the film.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Welcome, Matt. And should we do one more?
Oh, that's all we have time for today.
All we have time for today. Lads, you're not restricted by time in any way with this podcast format. Yeah, we've not got time. Next time we'll do more baby stories. This has been the Pottervision podcast. Thank you so much to everybody for listening. Hey, by the way, we're going to be in London on the 18th of October doing a live recording of the Pottervision podcast as part of the Cheerful Earful Festival. Tickets are going on general sale at the end of May for 12 quid, I believe. No, 10 quid. Sorry, it's 10 quid plus VAT, which is 12 quid. But if you're a Patreon, you can get early bird tickets, which are only £8 plus VAT. And you get access to them earlier, so you can make sure you get yourself tickets. Anyway, it's all on the website, pottervision.com. come and see us October the 18th.
And
Next time.
tickets for my tour
Go on.
continue to be on sale. If you want to come and see that.
Yeah, go and see Tom. Well, I saw that show in its embryonic form about a year ago, so it's going to be bloody great now.
Don't promise
So
that.
go and... Oh. Go and see it. Yeah, next time we'll be starting the final book. Bloody hell.
It's the final book.
Yeah, episode 166, chapter 1 of book 7, The Dark Lord Ascending. You have been an X-shaped coffin bearer, Tom Lawrenson.
And you have been a T-shaped coffin dodger, Lucas Kirkby.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye. Bye, driver. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.